Positivity is one of the most consistent traits of resilient people. Being able to find the bright side, even in the darkest situation, can be something a little bit easier said than done. And for most, positivity at a time like this, when things feel heavy and the world around us feels uncertain and our daily life has been uprooted and we're in upheaval, feels a lot like lipstick on a pig. It feels a lot like you're just trying to create sunshine when there really is no sunshine. For me, positivity has always meant something a little bit different than just making something that seems horrible feel a little bit less bad. For me, positivity really is rooted in an understanding of what's really happening and the willingness to find the good in it. So positivity is rooted in realism for me. And you've all seen, I'm sure, the study or have done the experiment of how full is this glass, or what do you see when you look at this glass. And experts say that those of us who consider this glass to be half full are positive, and those who consider us to be half empty, tend to be pessimistic. But my thought on this glass is just a little bit different. This glass is 100% full. 50% of it is water, and 50% of it is air. And in my perspective, air is all the stuff that we don't see. Air represents the mental game, where the eyes of your mind are focused, the things that you're saying to yourself. Because in the daily life, the person who speaks to you the most is yourself. What's happening inside of you, your internal conversations, your emotional state, your well-being internally is the air in this glass, in the glass that represents life. And this glass, the water is what everyone pays attention to. It's what's going on around you, what other people can see. But I'm here to tell you that you die a hell of a lot faster without air than without water. If you don't pay attention to your thoughts, if you don't pay attention to what you're ingesting from an emotional standpoint, you can get poisoned. You can poison yourself by losing control of your ability to stop bad thoughts, to stop things that are not serving you, and to redirect yourself towards something a little bit more empowering and less divisive. When we gain control over the conversations that are happening internally, we can conduct our lives differently. It takes discipline to be as optimistic as I am. It takes discipline to notice when bad things are happening and to look for the good in it. It's not something that is an immediate knee-jerk reaction unless you've trained yourself to do it. For those of you who might be watching this video and are not really optimistic people, who tend to be pessimistic, doesn't mean that you're bad or wrong. It just means that you're pushing a pretty big rock uphill when things get difficult. It takes consistent effort to desire to be optimistic. One of the most powerful techniques I've found in terms of rewiring my brain towards optimism have been changing one simple word. When you start asking yourself, why is this happening to me? You've put yourself in victim mode. You've put yourself in the universe or the world conspiring against you. If you change that one little word, to 4, you will have a transformed experience. Why is this happening for me? What's here for me? When you're doing that, you've suddenly shifted from everything is conspiring against you to the universe is conspiring to support you. It's got your back. God, the universe, higher powers got your back. Things are happening in your life that might be hard, that might be causing you stress and strain because there's an area for you to grow, because there's richness for you on the other side. Gaining custody of your thoughts, being in control of the conversation that's happening in here is the most critical factor in your success, especially at a time like this. So I want you to take radical control of your thoughts. Your mindset is your decision. You get to choose how you feel about things. The choices don't have to be made from the outside. They get to be made from the inside. Put your mind in a position to be looking for the things that are lifting you up. Fill your cup up with good water, but make sure that the air inside is really positive too. Make sure that the air that you breathe, the emotional state that you're in, the thoughts that you think are going in the direction that you want to be going. I want you to choose positivity, because where the eyes of your mind are looking, that's the way your feet are going to walk. And in this time, I want you to walk towards the light, towards the joy, towards your full potential. Because if you're being in a place of sorrow and sadness and pessimism, you will not be able to find the opportunities that are here for you. You will not be able to find the joy that's available to you. So I want you to raise your glass to positivity. I want you to raise yourself up, to challenge yourself, to find the good in things. Pay attention to the air. Pay attention to your mental state. And if it's not where you want it to be, take a break and find a way to rise above. All right, everybody, I want you to stay healthy out there, stay safe, stay happy, and definitely stay tuned. If you've liked my message, make sure that you subscribe to my channel and share it with other people. There are so many people in a moment like this who can afford to be lifted up and to be brightened up and enlivened by a message of positivity and hope, because positivity and hope is a choice. See you soon.